Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing again, and this time the whispers are all about Devonta Smith potentially making his way from the Philadelphia Eagles to the Green Bay Packers. That's right. There's talk of a blockbuster trade that could reshape the Packers' offense and give them that explosive element they've been craving for a while now. Imagine Devonta Smith, the 27-year-old wide receiver with a resume packed with highlights, lining up in Green Bay's offensive scheme. It's a tantalizing prospect, especially considering the Packers' current roster and their quest to return to Super Bowl contention. Sources are indicating that the Eagles might be open to moving Smith in exchange for a second-round pick and a fifth-round pick. A pretty significant offer, but one that makes sense for a team still trying to balance cap space and rebuild some areas of their roster. Philadelphia, sitting at 8-5, is in a tricky spot financially, with about $42 million in cap space still available, but needing to prioritize their star quarterback Jalen Hurts, who's been playing at an elite level with a PFF grade of 87.6, and their workhorse running back Saquon Barkley. The Eagles are also dealing with some financial constraints after recent struggles on their offensive line, which allowed 39 sacks this season. They're looking to strengthen their core, and trading Smith could give them the flexibility to focus on their offensive line and other needs. For the Packers, acquiring Smith would be a game-changer. With Christian Watson's injury concerns, adding a proven, dynamic playmaker like Smith would instantly elevate their passing game. Right now, Green Bay averages around 220 passing yards per game, which is decent but far from what they're capable of with the right talent. Bringing in Smith, who has amassed over 300 receiving yards and 35 touchdowns in his career, would add that deep threat element that can stretch defenses and open up more opportunities underneath. His career PFF grade of 82.4 indicates a reliable route runner and catcher, and his yards per route run of 2.2 shows he's a consistent separator. If the trade goes through, it could push the Packers' offensive efficiency to new heights, especially with the added speed and versatility Smith offers. The Packers have been looking to revamp their offense to be more explosive, especially after the team's struggles in the red zone and their inconsistency against tough defenses. Adding Smith alongside Watson, Romeo Doubs, and other offensive weapons could create a potent attacking unit that defenses will have a hard time containing. It's worth noting that Smith's target share in 2025 is projected at around 26%, with an average of 72 yards per game and a catch rate of approximately 66.5%. His average depth of target of 11.4 yards and 452 yards after catch reflect his ability to make big plays and gain yards after the catch, making him a true vertical threat. And if you're wondering about the playoff picture, well, the Packers are already eyeing that opportunity. With a passing game boosted by a player like Smith, they could see their projected receiving yards increase to around 200, with the offense firing on all cylinders. Their defense, which has been solid at giving up just 19 points per game, could capitalize even more with mismatches created by an improved offense. The Packers' odds of reaching the Super Bowl could see a significant boost too, moving from +800 to +400 if they can pull off such a move and really start clicking on all cylinders. Looking ahead to the playoffs, Smith's presence could be the difference maker, especially considering his playoff experience and his ability to perform under pressure. His 13.2 yards per target in postseason play is a strong indicator of his ability to make big plays when it counts most. Plus, with the Packers' recent history of dynamic receivers, adding a player like Smith would be a natural fit. Imagine him stretching the field, creating mismatches, and making life easier for Jordan Love, who's been developing nicely and looking to take that next step as the franchise quarterback. Of course, such a trade would also have financial implications. The Packers would need to allocate some of their roughly $58 million in cap space to secure Smith's services, but with the team's current cap flexibility, it's a feasible move. The The strategic addition of Smith could also serve as a catalyst for other roster upgrades, including defensive reinforcements and possibly interior linemen, especially if the team wants to contend seriously for a Super Bowl. The recent focus on adding defensive line help with some free agent signings and draft picks shows that the Packers are serious about competing at the highest level. Now, let's consider the bigger picture. The NFC North is shaping up to be more competitive than ever, with teams like the Detroit Lions and Minnesota Vikings making significant strides. For Green Bay, making a bold move to bring in a player like Devonta Smith could be a statement of intent, showing they're serious about competing now, not just rebuilding. It's about injecting that explosive element that can turn close games into decisive victories, especially in the playoffs where every possession counts. Smith's ability to gain yards after the catch and his knack for big plays would make him a perfect fit in Matt LaFleur's offense. In terms of the team's long-term outlook, this move could also signal that the Packers are willing to invest in their postseason push, even if it means parting with some draft capital. Historically, Green Bay has been cautious with trades, but the current window of opportunity with a talented roster and a developing quarterback makes this a perfect storm. The team's front office has shown a willingness to be aggressive when it counts, and acquiring Smith could be just that, an aggressive move to push for a Super Bowl title. So for the Packers fans, this potential trade isn't just about adding another receiver, it's about elevating the entire team. It's about giving Jordan Love more weapons, creating a more dynamic offense, and giving the defense a little breathing room knowing their offense can put up points in bunches. If Smith is acquired, it could also serve as a message to the NFC North and the rest of the league. Green Bay is back, and they're here to contend. The excitement among the fan base would be palpable, and the energy in Lambeau Field would reach a whole new level. Remember, though, that these are still rumors and nothing is set in stone. But given the recent reports and the strategic needs of both teams, it's an intriguing possibility that deserves watching. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, but this one, if it materializes, could be one of the most exciting moves for the Packers in recent memory. It's a move that could define their season and set the tone for years to come. So stay tuned, Packers fans, because the next few weeks could bring some game-changing news, and I'll be right here to keep you updated every step of the way. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Devonta Smith would be the perfect addition to the Packers' offense? How do you see him fitting into the team's plans? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the future of this team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. Whether it's a blockbuster trade or a strategic move in the draft, we're here to keep you in the loop and fired up for the season ahead. Let's go, Pack!